Hi, in this video I will be reviewing the movie The Captains, which you can watch here on YouTube on Donrichie TV. This is such an interesting movie. It's so funny. We have this guy Richard who works at a car dealership shop with his friend. So he meets this lady who he wants to impress. So he wants to package himself as somebody he is not. Then on the other hand, the lady in question is this lady Thelma. So she is also doing the whole fake life thing, trying to package her own life, meet somebody rich that would take care of her and everything. So these two people cross paths, of course putting up the whole facade of them having money. And the guy says he's the owner of the car dealership shop, he's schooled at Harvard, just lies about his life, his personality, what he has, and his friends. And the lady on the other hand is also part of the fake life gang as well. So she lies about being the daughter of a senator, how she gives people 20 million on the regular, and just a lot of things. So both of them thinking they've met their jackpot, thinking they've met the person that will take them out of their current situation. So they now have this rushed wedding. I'm like, how exactly would you jump into a whole marriage with somebody, not getting to know who this person is, just because you think the person has money, think the person has all these millions, has all these cars, lives a luxurious lifestyle? And it's just how both of them were trapped in that thing called marriage. And it's actually a very funny word to see how these two people would lie at will, unprovoked, would lie about their life, lie about what they own, when besides the baby is renting the car that she's trying to pose with, the guy is renting clothes down to even boxers to keep up with this lifestyle. And it's just like really interesting to see how everything ends. Just a story about the consequences of pretending to be somebody you're not, the whole thing with fake life, how people are claiming, putting up a facade or a presence online or even in person, that will do anything to feel among, do anything, tend to be who they are not essentially. So it's just that type of movie. So two of them met their match in each other, and it was just so beautiful to see how chaotic everything was when the truth finally came to light. So if you're curious to see how everything happened and what happens when they found out the truth, go check out the movie. And for the actors in this movie, we have the character Stan, who was played by Fredrick Leonard. It was actually really interesting seeing Fredrick in this light, as a poor guy who is putting up a fake lifestyle to keep a babe. So it was very interesting to see him as that guy, because we're used to seeing Fredrick as the rich guy, billionaire, he's Dan Odogu, he has money. So him, like us getting to see him tending to be this rich guy, us getting to see him like a broke guy who is struggling, and everything was quite different, but it was also interesting to see, and he did so well in his role. And the character Thelma was played by Sandra Okunzuwa. This babe is such a character, honestly. I actually enjoy watching her in movies, and she was just so silly most of the time in this movie. Imagine having mouth, okay, after all was said and done, her and this guy are now together, so he's trying his best to provide for her and their unborn child, and she's always complaining, nitpicking about one thing he's doing or the other, and she's not doing anything productive. She's not bringing any money from anywhere. She doesn't have any source of income. Getting to see her character shows that mindset of people that they feel so entitled. They want to take. They can't go out to fend for themselves, or things like that. And it just shows there are a lot of people with that mindset, with that mentality. But at least you pull your own weight, bring something into the marriage, bring something into the relationship. Just don't be a liability, which is what she was in this movie. But her character was so fun to watch, and of course the dynamic pair of Fredrick and Sandra is something that we're used to seeing in the movie. So the both of them act so well together, and it was just really beautiful to see the story as a whole. So have you seen the movie The Captains here on YouTube? If you're looking for something funny to watch, about all these Lagos fake life, packaging, deceive people essentially. So it's just, at the end of the day, the movie is just telling us the harsh realities of that, and of course we know it happens, and the consequences that follows afterwards. And at the end of the day, just be hardworking, be responsible, don't be deceitful, don't lie, do the best you can do, be an honest person generally. Because just imagine how she jumped into a whole marriage just because she thought this guy was who he told her he was. So it was just crazy. And I don't think when you meet somebody, don't be jumping into unnecessary conclusions. Like, get to know a person. So this movie basically just opened our eyes to a lot of things that we know goes on. And of course, some other actors in this movie would of course be his boss, you know, the boss at his car dealership shop. His face is very familiar in movies, and he did his boss thing well. And of course, his friend, who was also part of his fake life, his friend was acting like his driver, his errand boy, his servant, you know, like to just play that role to make his friend's rich life seem more believable. Then of course, Thelma's friend, of course, who was always advising her, trying to caution her, and just like there's no need to be pretending to be weird, no need to be renting car and doing this one. But she just did not listen to her advice until it was too late, claiming that her friend was jealous of her and all of that. So I really enjoyed this movie, and I think you would enjoy it too. If you've seen the movie, let me hear your thoughts down in the comment section. If you're new to my channel, do subscribe, like if you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.